Hello everybody, this is Army Medic 75. I'm going to do a review of the SG553 assault rifle for the operator class. Now as you see here, I got the silver camo unlocked. The optic I like to personally use for this weapon is the Cobra red dot sight. Laser sight for increased hip fire, heavy barrel, and the stubby grip. Now people are wondering why I go for the heavy barrel. Well, if you take a look at the stats here, heavy barrel actually offers the best accuracy out of any of the other barrel attachments. Stubby grip, I know a lot of people who generally tend to use the angled foregrip, but that really makes no sense because with this configuration you're actually losing accuracy if you go with the angled foregrip or the vertical grip or no attachment whatsoever. So I go with the stubby grip. The laser sight is a no-brainer because it just bumps up that control a little bit more. Depending on the map, sometimes I will use extended magazine. I mean, it's really not that big a difference, but I personally like as much control as I can get. As far as optics are concerned, well, I personally like the Cobra, because of the fact that until we get better sights in the game, this is the best sight currently in the game, in my humble opinion. Okay, here we go. We're going to be doing a team deathmatch on Bank Job. Now, keep in mind that I'm just an average player. Okay, what we have here, I'm using the SG553. I like the SG553 because with the setup that I mentioned before, you can actually get pretty decent control with it. Of course, here I am, I'm just looking around. The best way to play with this weapon, because of its low rate of fire, in my opinion, is to take it kind of slow. And as you'll notice throughout the game, I have a tendency to stick to the edges of the map. I don't like to go into the main focal points because that's where that's usually where I mess up and I end up getting killed a lot. Something else I tend to do is I also like to revive. Also, that was a bad one on my part because I should have looked behind me before I went ahead and went for the revive. So, with the SG553, because of its low rate of fire, as I mentioned before, what happens is that you have to play a little more defensively and a little more smart. Now, granted, like I said, I'm not the best player, but I am actually quite capable of holding my own. Now, I'm still trying to get used to the 60 frames per second of the PS4 because my prior account was a PS3 account. I don't really care for, how to put it? I really don't care for the M16A3 and the M416 that much because of the fact that I've always been the type to gravitate away from the overused weapons. I can see the reason why people use it. I just personally don't like to. Now this is a good area to get your bearings in the subway because of the fact that you never know when you bite off more than you can chew. Now here you see me, I'm going around. I don't get the battle pickups. I don't really care for those, even though that's an LMG and I absolutely loved LMGs in Battlefield 4. What I did there was I allowed him to fire first, and that's why I ended up dying to the P90. Now, if I would have actually fired first, I probably would have taken him out. And I apologize for a couple of mistakes that I make in the menus. For example, I accidentally changed my loadout, and I had to get it changed back. Now, people say that the M16A3 and the M416 beats all. Well, that's not true. Every weapon can counter every other weapon. It just depends on how you use it. I don't understand how we kill traded there, but it is what it is. Now, I apologize for the commentary being halting because of the fact that I don't use a script. I'm not a professional YouTuber, obviously. But what I'd like to do is I try to play smart. Doesn't always work, but I try. As you see here, as we go along, I crouch down, I try to peek, make sure the area is clear before I go out. How I didn't kill him, I don't know. If I were to rate the SG553 on a 1 to 10 scale, personally, I would have to give it around an 8. When I play Criminal, I use the AKM, and I would give that one about a 9, but I will discuss the AKM in another video. Anyway, as I explained in the first part of the video, the setup that I use works for me. It may not work for you. That's why I really don't like to give recommended loadouts per se or attachments, because of the fact that what works for one person may not necessarily work for another. Battlefield 4, for example, I would hear commentators such as Level Cap, Matimio, etc. saying, "Oh, this weapon sucks. These attachments don't work good with it." And yet I always did good with what they said. Things work different for different people.
Get these guys off me.
And
Suspect neutralized.
I really appreciate anybody who happens to be watching my channel. Like I said, it's completely new to me. And I'm sure as I make more and more videos, my commentary will become better, and hopefully my gameplay will become better. See, I'm not the best player out there. I'm not the worst. I would consider myself average. I make a lot of stupid mistakes. And one thing that I promise you from my videos is, good or bad, you will see the gameplay. I'm not one who will just go for good gameplays all the time to make myself seem better than I actually am. Now, yeah, I should have aimed at the guy to my left, or my right rather, on that one. I saw him, but I was too stupid to actually focus on him first. Whereas, I'm going to explain a little bit of what this channel is for. Now, I know I may be boring you all, for which I apologize, but this channel is mainly for my own personal education. I mean, I would like to learn more about how to make my channel better.
Tag that one.
I would, not only that, but I use the gameplay that I record to learn from my mistakes. And if you all happen to find it entertaining, or if you happen to find it informative, all the much better. This is actually a pretty good spot where I am on bank job to rack up a good amount of kills. Just peek left and right on either side of that.
Make it here.
You can usually get about 5 or 6 kills before they finally overwhelm you and take you out. We end up losing this match, but it's not from lack of trying on my part. Sometimes I get overzealous and I have no idea why I keep swinging my baton. I had a huge problem with that in Battlefield 4 too, with the controller. I would push too hard down on the right thumbstick and end up swinging, and that's gotten me killed quite a few times. But this game is coming close to an end, and again, I would just like to say thank you for actually taking the time out to watch this video. And if you have any criticism, good or bad, please, by all means, share it. The only thing that I'm going to ask is that you keep the comments respectful. I'm not trying to be Level Cap. I'm not trying to be Matimio. I'm not trying to be Russian Badger. I'm just me. I'm just me. Army Medic 75. I'm a nobody on YouTube, and I just want to try to provide the best content I can. And if that means I got to take a lot of criticism, then so be it. I will. Criticism, good or bad, is what makes you learn and what helps you improve. And to my fellow operators out there, whenever feasible, even in team deathmatch, revive.
Make it.
I don't know how many times when I seem to be the only one reviving in a match, which I don't really understand, because I can't really think of what other gadget that an operator would use other than defibrillator and the med pack, seeing as how they took the grenade launcher away from the operator, aka Assault. Well, I'm going to be quiet now, and for the last couple minutes of gameplay, I'll just let you watch. Please leave a comment down below on what you think, and if you like what you see, or like the possibility of maybe seeing my channel improve, please subscribe if you so feel inclined.
There's a suspect by the parking garage.
Like, dislike, entirely up to you.